And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
And welcome back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Folks, one of the most highly anticipated auto shows of the year is set to take place in New York, the New York International Auto Show. From General Motors, Cadillac, and GMC is making some exciting news, including the reveal of the first ever Cadillac XT4 premium compact SUV. On the hotline with me now is Todd Pawlik, Cadillac XT4 Chief Engineer. Todd, welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby. Thanks for having me. Excited to talk about the new XT4.
Yes, and we're excited to hear about it. So, Todd, I understand that this is the first ever, the XT4 Premium Compact SUV. Give us some more information on that new vehicle.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby. It's an all-new vehicle for Cadillac in the fastest-growing segment in the luxury area, which is the compact SUV segment. It's growing in North America, it's growing in China, it's growing in Europe, so we're excited to join it. What are we doing different? We're providing an entry-level compact SUV that's just a touch larger. The feedback we got from our customers was they wanted a little bit more second-row room, so we made the vehicle just a little bit larger, and we increased the track width versus our competitors to really provide a strong, confident Cadillac ride.
And so, Todd, for the powertrain, give us an overview of what engines are available in that vehicle.
Sure will. We're starting production with a brand new 2-liter turbo, and I'm very excited about this new engine. It's really a new approach for us on developing and engineering an engine. Instead of going for advertised max horsepower, we're going for drivability. And so we've designed it to have a really, really flat available torque curve. So from 1,450 all the way to 4,000 engine RPM, you get max 258 foot-pounds of torque. But then it doesn't just drop off there. All the way to 5,000 engine RPM, you get 97% of the torque. So from 1,450 all the way to 5,000, you're at 97% of the torque. So all the way through the whole driving range, customers are able to experience, the full torque of the engine. You match that with a 9-speed transmission that keeps you right in the sweet spot, and it's a really, really fun drive.
Now, Todd, you mentioned sweet spot, and that's one of the favorite terms that I like to use on air. Explain the sweet spot to our audience, and also how this vehicle can come on the sweet spot so early in the RPM. That's a feat.
It is a feat. So there's a bunch of new technology in this engine. The primary one here to help with both fuel economy and power is a 3-step sliding camshaft. It's got 3 modes, both a 2-cylinder AFM. So this 4-cylinder goes into 2-cylinder mode in the correct conditions for maximum fuel economy. And then it has a low lift and a high lift mode. So it provides power when you need it. It provides fuel economy when you need it, which is a really great combination, a first for an engine in this segment.
So the engine delivers the power, and of course the 9-speed transmission connects that road speed and the engine speed to keep that engine. And folks, that's really important to know, that if an engine likes to trot along at a certain RPM and you can keep that engine in that certain RPM range, you get MPG, you get torque, you get power, and clean air. I imagine the emissions are reduced as well. Is that right, Todd?
Yeah, they absolutely are. So that you're right on the 9-speed transmission with the technology in this engine. The flat torque curve provides power on demand and then also provides great fuel economy. So we're expecting up to 30 miles per gallon highway on our label for this engine, which is a really competitive package given that torque I just talked about in this compact SUV from Cadillac.
We're talking with Todd Pawlik, Cadillac XT4 Chief Engineer. So give us an inside story of what goes on in your engineering. What sort of testing goes on there at GM with these particular engines?
So we run them on dynos early. We go through several different prototype build phases. So early on in the concept stage, we build engines, run them on dynos, put miles on them, get them to fail, figure out what the issues are. And before even that, we do everything analytically on the computer. But we run engine after engine, different build phases, and then finally get them into vehicles and run more miles. So by the time we get to production, there are millions of miles on these engines. So they're fully validated, fully developed, and ready to go.
Todd, I sure appreciate you taking the time to share this information about the new XT4 from the auto show there in New York. Thanks so much for your time today, and always great to have someone from GM to give us the inside scoop of what we can find at the showroom floor. Thanks again for joining us on Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
All right, Bobby, thank you very much.